app in the respective app stores on iOS and Android. And for Zingo TV, they're also available on Roku sticks, Amazon Fire TV sticks, Google Chromecast, and all smart TVs 2016 forward. Welcome to a fabulous edition of Lavish with Samantha Walters. Samantha, first of all, how you doing?
I am doing great. You know, I hurt my finger earlier, but here icing it as we go. So I'm doing well.
Hold on. Is that ice or is that something else?
It's halal hot dogs here. They're promoting it. Sponsor us. Woo!
I'll pass you the honor of introducing our other host.
Yes. So as you guys know, who comes on Thursday every single time, Dimitra Marcos. Wait, what?
Tuesday.
Oh, did I say Thursday? Tuesday. Sorry. It's been a long day and the blood is just rushing. So Dimitra Margot, she's an amazing volleyball player. You guys already know, you guys heard a little bit about her last time, but today we are going to get down to it. I know that you went on a fabulous weekend, Dimitra. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. Hi guys. I'm so happy to be here again. So I went surfing this week. I'm currently broadcasting with you guys from Vancouver, and I went to Vancouver Island this weekend to a beautiful town called Tofino. Went and surfed for 3 days. So yeah, really, really great. We're still catching the last little bit of summer here, but unfortunately with the wildfires coming up from the States, it's been a little cloudy. But other than that, yeah, it's been pretty great. It was a really great weekend.
So hold on. So let me get this straight. The volleyball lady surfs. So I have to ask, you know where I'm going with this. I have to ask, do we have a surfing show? The answer is no. Do you want to take a surfing show, like 20-minute surfing show? You and Samantha, have you ever surfed?
No, but I did watch Moana, so there was a couple of waves in there. But you have to definitely take us.
She's taking surfing lessons from Moana. Come on.
Moana would definitely be a much better surfing instructor than I would be.
All right. So now for people, surfing is, I don't know, it is a sport, but take us through how hard it is to actually, I know this is lavish and we're a sports station, so it doesn't matter. So how hard is it to concentrate when you ride, like they say, ride the waves?
You know what? I feel like when you're on the board and you catch a wave, like your only focus really is not falling, especially with an undertow. You're like, I just want to stay on the board for as long as possible, not get pulled under. So I don't know.
Pulled under? Have you ever got?
I got pulled under a few times this weekend. I got a little too confident and went a little too far out. But yeah.
How scary is that? How scary is that?
Honestly, like I think the key I actually learned how to surf in Hawaii, where the waves like minimum are like.
All right, there's another thing. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going off topic here. Samantha knows we go off topic here, okay? So what did you say? You learned to surf where?
Hawaii.
In Hawaii. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Samantha, you know me and you, we got to go to Hawaii.
We gotta go. I wanted to learn how to water dance and everything. How was it?
A BarnBurner work excavation in Hawaii.
Yes.
Out of the budget?
You and Samantha and Eduardo will stay and man the positions all the time, and we'll be at the beach and there. And I hear Hawaii is the best place on earth. Is that true?
It's really, really beautiful. I've only been a couple times, but it's a
couple times, eh? Not bad. A couple times.
Well, you know what? For you guys in Toronto, it's really far. For us, it's like the equivalent. I can fly to Toronto or I could fly to Hawaii. It's the same time difference. It's the same time.
Indirectly, what she's saying, Samantha, she doesn't want to see you. She wants to go to Hawaii. That's what she's saying.
Oh my goodness.
Right?
Wait, so I have So I have a question. So are the waves different like in Hawaii than like how you are in Vancouver or wherever?
Way rougher in Hawaii. Like I got pulled under in Hawaii. I didn't go back in the water for like 3 days.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Well, you can't really surf in Vancouver, but in Tofino, way more manageable. It's great for beginners, especially on Long Beach. Honestly, if you can do it ever, I want to tell every Canadian, go to Long Beach once in your life. It's like the most amazing place on earth.
Wow. And tell me one more thing. So like, I know how to ride a bike, right? And you have to constantly balance and stuff like that. With surfing, do you still have to do you still have to constantly balance that kind of like thing? Is it like that? Is it about maintaining balance or more maintaining posture? What is it?
All about maintaining balance and just getting up on your board. Once you're up, you're pretty good. But yeah, all about maintaining balance, a lot of core strength too.
Would you recommend me doing the what is it, the thing that people do and they hold on, like there's a boat that's dragging them and they have the surfboard and you're holding on?
Or wakeboarding. Wakeboarding is really fun. It's hard though.
Is that like a starting off kind of thing if I wanted to learn how to surf?
Surfing's easier than wakeboarding.
Okay.
100%.
Wow.
So hold on. I'm looking here. I'm booking a trip to Hawaii once COVID is finished and everything like that.
Book me too, Joe. Book me too.
Listen, I only got
Right in your
money
next
for
contract,
me.
Sam.
And yeah, we got to put it added incentive for BarnBurner. Not only all the millions of zeros you get a trip to Hawaii. I could make you a picture of Hawaii, okay? But how's the weather in Hawaii? Like I talked about, I hear people who have been to Hawaii and they say it's like magical. It's like heaven on earth.
It truly is like such a majestic place. It's really hot, but it's not crazy humid. It's pretty manageable. I've got to say though, I really lather up on your sunblock. Oh my God, I've gotten like crazy burns there.
All right. So, I wonder, and let's start with this lavish. I wonder if Samantha's very, very good friend, Justin Bieber, is in Hawaii celebrating his second wedding anniversary. I don't know if you know this, but the second anniversary is usually a cotton anniversary, like landmark anniversary. It's cotton. So Justin Bieber, I know you have pretty much anything you want in the world, but Samantha wants to buy you cotton candy. Since the CNE wasn't on, there's a bunch of cotton candy at the CNE and all that, right? Come on, when you were a kid, you wanted to cotton candy at the CNE, right?
Absolutely, of course. The flavors, the puffy cloud, it's so fluffy. Love it, absolutely. I don't want to get in trouble with Justin Bieber's wife, though. I don't,
No, you're not going to get in trouble. Listen, what's her name? Haley, look, you got Jolted Joe here. You got the two lovely ladies. Let Justin party with the lovely ladies. I'll take show you a really good time in Toronto, okay? You don't get in trouble, I'll get in trouble, all right? So there you go.
Sam, you know what? You can send me some cotton candy. This is technically our second anniversary. Our second
right? Totally, for sure.
Can you believe it's 2 years for Justin Bieber and his wife? It seems like yesterday, right?
Yeah, and just recently, I don't know if you guys seen on his Instagram, he got a huge rose neck tattoo that's just like there, and I think it's supposed to represent, like I think on the other side of his neck, it just symbolizes like their love for their kind of thing. It's really cute. It's really, I was trying to look into the meaning, but like I'm like, let me not intrude their business. I'm always trying to give him his privacy. I so respectful of Bieber.
But tattoo, it does say patience, and then a little bit further down he has this big rose symbolizing their second wedding anniversary, but apparently his mom is not a big fan.
Yeah, again, we're talking, last time you guys were on, we were talking about tattoos. Why is everybody getting a tattoo? Samantha, actually, Demetra, both of you guys, I think you should get a tattoo in honor of Eduardo. All right? So like nothing better. You always watch him on the TV here. Come on, nothing better than on your neck here. That come on, Eduardo. Look, he's chiming in. Yes, do it. A lot of pain, no gain, right? So there you go. But congratulations to Justin Bieber and his wife Haley, second year, hopefully of many, many more. And when are we going to have, dare I say it, mini beavers?
Woo! That would be amazing.
I know. Imagine how beautiful those kids would be, just like stunning gods.
Justin, you're a big fan of the Maple Leafs. Come on, work on getting a mini beaver. He could play defense for the Maple Leafs in about 20 years when maybe they win the Stanley Cup. Who knows, right? So, all right, Sam. Anything else you want to go on? There's a lot of talk over the weekend, so go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, for sure. Like speaking of love in the air, and people printing it all over their bodies, symbolizing different type of romantic little symbols and stuff like that. The next topic that we wanted to talk about, Demetra, did you want to lead it? And I know Joe's passing it to me now. I'm passing it to you, like passing the time.
So Euphoria star. I don't know if you guys are big Euphoria fans. It's on HBO. Zendaya's in it. One of the main characters, Jacob Elordi, is dating Cindy Crawford's daughter, Kaya Gerber. And he's taking a little bit of heat right now. So it's still rumored. It's not confirmed that they're together, but they were spotted at his local farmer's market, which he's actually taken his last 3 ex-girlfriends to. So he's taken Zendaya there. He's taken his other former co-star, Joey King, there. So what do you think about recycling date option.
Okay, so hold on. I'll pass it. You ladies are the ladies. I'll pass it to you. If a guy takes former ladies to somewhere he broke up or with them, isn't that a cause of, okay, I like you, but I don't really like you? Here's the same thing that I took 2-3 ladies, and a couple weeks later, a couple months later, we broke up. So is that a warning sign for you ladies? Because for a guy, if I'm going to take her to the same place, oh well, I like her, but I kind of don't like her. Let's go to the same place. But if you really like somebody, you're not going to take them to the same place. You're going to upscale there, I guess.
It's different for you. It's different. I feel like it's different for Joe. Joe takes all of his ladies to Swish LA to try out nice, amazing sauce.
No, that wasn't Wardle's tip. That wasn't Wardle's tip that I should take them. I take them to a nice fancy restaurant, Soho, right? You've been to King Soho. Come on. Like Samantha, you want me to tell you should I go in Scarborough, someplace in Scarborough? Come on, for roti and everything like that. That's what you want, right? Come on.
Oh my goodness. Wait, yes. I feel like it's different. I feel like this, like hearing things about this, like I know it's probably harder for celebrities since the media is always in their business, looking about these things. But I feel like bringing somebody to the same place you brought, like your, past girlfriends and stuff like that. It's straight out of a movie. It's one of those things like, I don't know if you guys seen The Duff, where he brings her to the Rock, for the special quest, or, Something's Corner. Did you hear about that? That's where he takes all the women, So I feel like it's one of those things it's just not as special. Like, I don't know.
You just have your spot. I have like 3 bars in Vancouver. I mean, not really now during COVID, because it's safe, but pre-COVID, sometimes you just have your spots. But I will say, if I were in Toronto, there's so many different spots. In New York, where the farmers market is located, there's so many different cool places. Why do you have to go to the farmers market every single time? The fresh produce can't be that great.
So I'm telling you, like in Toronto, and you guys would know this, the distillery district, it's the best. Like, it's nice all the time. I don't know if you guys have been there, but
a lot of first dates there.
Christmas time, it's the best. That they have the lights and well, it's night, like at 3:30, right? So it's like a nighttime, and you have a little bit of snowflakes. It's really, well, I'm not gonna give my soft side here. Come on, it's lavish, but I suggest everybody who has a girlfriend, even a wife, even if you're married for 20, 30, 50 years like Eduardo, you take them to the distilleries district or somewhere. I'm sure both you guys have heard of the CN Tower. Have you been to the CN Tower restaurant, Samantha?
I've been to I glimpsed the restaurant. I think I was more fascinated with the glass floor that can hold like 11 elephants. I don't know if it's a rumor or like a stereotype, but I was like, oh my gosh. But I wanted to do the oh wait, but continue. I know you're talking about that. I wanted to do the thing where the people lean back on the CN Tower, but I guess the restaurant's cool too for a first date.
So the first date, maybe it's a last date when you drop down on your knee for you're taking them to the CN Tower. What? She's not going to say no. She's got to go all the way down. Come on.
I was going to say, that's such an awkward elevator ride. If she says no,
that's why.
You could take the stairs, but
the stairs. See you next week. See you next week. There. Come on. But have you been? I know you're in Vancouver, Dimitri. Have you been to the CN Tower?
I've been to the CN Tower. I've never been taken on a date there, but I'm putting it out there now if anybody wants to take me.
So wait a minute, we just got it. No, like for that's it. But yeah, CN Tower, there's great. Is there any place like CN Tower is iconic in Toronto, maybe all of Canada, right?
Oh, hold on. Not for long, though. I hope you guys know. I know the CN Tower is like the tallest place in Toronto, but they're building another kind of like skyline building that's like going to be the second tallest building in Toronto. So that might not be the spot. What if the building is the spot? If it's a hotel, I'd go, but if it's a building, like whatever, but it's going to be
What are you going to do if it's a hotel you go? What are you going to do at the hotel that you don't do at the CN Tower? No comment. Okay, no comment.
I feel like we're off a little bit off the rails. I was not expecting that.
Oh, me either. Oh my god. I feel like hotel has a pool. They have decks. They have like different things in hotels, like activities and stuff like that.
You got the aquarium across the street, the CN Tower. Come on, but CN Tower iconic in Toronto. Is there anything as iconic in Vancouver? Let's say.
I wouldn't say as iconic as the CN Tower. We actually do have a revolving restaurant though that looks similar to the CN Tower. Obviously, it's a lot smaller, but that's pretty iconic. It's called Top of Vancouver. My brother actually used to work there. But yeah, I would say like Gastown is kind of similar to our distillery district, places like that. But there isn't like one iconic place that's like exactly like the CN Tower that I could say.
Is there like a certain view that kind of people like go to like for tourist sites or something like that? I know like doesn't Vancouver have a whole bunch of like, you know, like
yeah, so there's Prospect Point, Stanley Park, English.
How about Maple Ridge? Maple Ridge I hear is beautiful, right?
Maple Ridge is a lot of farmlands.
Okay.
I'm sure it's very nice. I've only actually
careful, Joe. Careful when you bring the ladies, Joe. He's like Maple Ridge. He's like we're at a farm.
I'm just saying Maple Ridge is you know, Larry Walker's from Maple Ridge, and I hear a lot of mountains, especially when it's a winter time, the snow and all that beautiful scenery.
A lot of really nice, beautiful hikes there.
Yeah, it's a beautiful scenery. That's what I heard because I've never been to Vancouver. That's why I'm asking. You know, but in Canada, let's face it, it's Toronto, Montreal, maybe Vancouver. Those are the three sort of major cities. Okay, so I'm gonna ask first. I'll ask Dimitra. Okay, you've been to Toronto, you've been to Vancouver. How about Montreal?
I've been to Montreal. I've been once. I really liked it there. I thought it was like a very cool vibe. I thought it was very European, which I liked. Definitely a different energy from Toronto and Vancouver.
Okay, Samantha.
Oh my goodness. I feel like out of my 4 years of university in Ottawa, which is like the neighboring place right beside Quebec, Montreal, I've never been there. That's why I'm like, what? You're all the way in Vancouver. That's no excuse for me now. Like, I feel like every time I go close to the border, they're like, Gatineau. I hear, you know, I'm just like, oh, du fromage, bonjour, bonjour. Like, everyone's like, oh my gosh, get this shorty out of here. And I'm like, oh, well, you know, they don't know about the BarnBurner Network. They don't know about us here. You know what I mean? So, like, you know, but I don't know.
We're worldwide. By the way, Sam, in case you, what's those French words you use? In case you don't know, can you translate? We can be seen on Roku sticks, Amazon Fire TV sticks, Google Chromecast, and all smart TVs 2016 forward. Zingo TV Channel 250 for the people in Montreal and Quebec and anywhere.
Absolutely. Lindy, du fromage, Broco, BarnBurner Network on Zingo TV Channel 250. No, I'm not good at French like that.
Cheese? The fromage means cheese, no?
I don't know. Whenever I was there too, even in retail, I hated picking up the phone too because people would be like, bonjour. And I'm like, oh, du fromage, let me get a manager. Oh my gosh.
So
like,
I'm going to ask, forget about French for a second. Dimitra, you're Greek, right? Can you say a few words? It's a national, like we're international here. So go ahead. Can you say a few words in Greek?
Yeah, yes. What I don't know. What do you want me to say? Like
whatever. Just hi. How are you? We're
like yes. So BarnBurner Network. Τώρα μιλάμε για and I just what are we talking about?
Okay, so
living in Montreal.
All right, so
Montreal.
Samantha, any other language that you want to say hello to? You got millions and millions of friends.
Yeah, for sure. So, Здравствуйте, как дела? Welcome back to the BarnBurner Network.
What language is that?
Zingo, that's Russian.
Russian.
I took Russian and Japanese in school. But yes! Oh my goodness, da. So it was, yeah, but I'll just say that. Japanese was a little harder. That's like,
okay, Japanese. What is it in Japanese?
Japanese, there was 3 alphabets. That wasn't my best because that was just so long. I was going to take Korean to kind of learn both Japanese and like Cantonese and stuff like that. But I'm still on that one. Like, I feel like my essays are probably better in Japanese than my speaking. So let me just back off of that one and just like, not. But let's
go, Dimitra. Let's go in Spanish, okay? Sam, you jump.
I'll understand the Spanish. I'll understand.
Estoy en el BarnBurner Network aquí en Zingo.TV. Dimitra, go ahead. I set it up for you. Come on. No.
Anyway. Dimitra. So I don't even know. I said now I'm nervous. You're making me
poquito.
Un poquito. All right.
Sí se puede.
Un poquito de español. Okay, so let's get to another topic, entertainment topic. Go ahead, Samantha. You're leading the cast today. I'm here just to talk about, this weekend. this weekend. Samantha, where I took my bike. I even walked a little bit. You went to Carleton. I was close to Ottawa and all that. It was tell them about it. The hike and everything like that. I was looking out for you. Where were you? You told me. You called me up Friday. You told me you're gonna be here. You left me all alone. Like blood, sweat.
I did not mean to leave you all alone. This weekend I was pretty busy. I feel like I'm so late, but I've been learning how to drive, right? So I've been taking my driving lessons in the pandemic. I told you guys.
Hold on. You've been learning how to drive, okay? Demetra's laughing. How do you learn to drive?
What do you mean? I'm in like the driving school thingy and like
young drivers.
Pardon?
Are you in young drivers right now?
No. Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just something that like when I was in school, I was trying to focus on one thing at a time, and like for the longest time, I was just procrastinating about it. But like now I'm learning, and it was so bad because I turned off the car, put it in reverse, and it started going down the hill. And she was like, "Oh my gosh, what's going on?" I was like, "Oh my god, start the car." I can't.
Okay,
I
so
feel like
in other
watching
words-
YouTube videos is different because it's like watching YouTube videos how to swim. It doesn't work. You have to like get in the car and experience it. But like, I'm the worst driver.
In other
You
words,
guys both know how to drive, right?
I was
they drive.
as soon as I turned 16, I was like in the lineup to get my learners. Like, could not wait.
And by the way,
my
if
goodness.
the car's not on, number one rule, I think I don't have to tell you, but I guess I have to tell you. Number one rule, do not put the car in reverse if it's off. That's all right.
Thank you so much for telling me now, Joe. Thank you so much for telling me now.
Number 1A rule, do not press the gas pedal when the car is off. All right. And number two rule, when the car is on, right? You stop at a red light. You stop at.
I should be taking notes. I need a pen. Let me write this on the hot dogs. I need a pen out here.
Dogs, yes, write this on the hot dogs. All right. So it's like, by the way, if you did that, I'm surprised you're still in the course. They would fail you in a second.
No. I mean, I feel like I'm learning as I go. I'm hoping that there was worse, but she's like, never in my years have I experienced this dishonor. And I was just like,
all right.
Okay, well,
in other words, Demetra wants somebody to take her to CN Tower. Samantha wants somebody to chauffeur her around all over Scarborough. So those are the two things that we learned so far on Lavish here on the BarnBurner TV Network, right? Am I right? You need a chauffeur.
For sure. Definitely, I would love to have a chauffeur to drive me everywhere. I've been Ubering and lifting, so you know what? If you guys have that vehicle, hit me up.
All right, but Demetra does not go in any like Honda Civics, Pontiac 6000. She goes into like big SUVs like Rogues, like all these Mercedes Benz and all that, right? Okay, since we're talking about cars and driving, one final, and then we'll go to entertainment. All right, how many most of you have you ever been on a motorcycle?
Oh, I have.
Of course, I knew you were going to say yes. I knew you were going to say yes. For you, Demetra, Harley Davidson?
I actually think it was my dad's friends. It wasn't like this big romantic thing. It was like when I was younger. But then I did learn how to drive a dirt bike when I was younger too.
Wow. Samantha.
Wow. Oh my goodness, absolutely not. I mean, I feel like they go so close to the ground when they're doing their turns. And I've seen so many videos online of like people flying off, and like even in the course that I'm taking, they're like, be careful around like motorcycle vehicles because they go really fast. And like, I'm just so scared. But I mean, I don't know, maybe not motorcycle. Like, I don't think I'm going to ride a motorcycle in my life, but I'm probably going to go skydiving at least once, just to like even out the score.
Hold on. She can't drive a car. She wants to go skydiving. Is that what I just heard? She drives the car in reverse, but she wants to go skydiving. Okay.
For sure. But Demetra, do you want to lead us on to the next topic? I know this is like something that, since we were talking about love before into entertainment, and we're talking about it going sour now. So
yeah, talk about a love going sour. So former Bachelor contestant Cassie Randolph just filed a restraining order against the former Bachelor Colton Underwood. She won the season. They didn't get engaged though because she didn't feel ready, which obviously, side note, women's intuition is always correct. he allegedly he put a tracking device on her car. He harassed her over text and voicemail and made up that he had a stalker so that she wouldn't be as suspicious. Even though they broke up in April, this continued on until now September. So this is going on for the last like 4 or 5 months.
And then isn't this she picked him?
No, he picked her. So with
he-
him, what's really interesting, he was an infamous bachelor because he was a virgin.
What?
Yes. I know. He played in the NFL. He was been on other seasons of The Bachelorette, but so he was chosen as the bachelor. So he was like a virgin. It was like this whole thing.
Was he saving it for marriage and or
allegedly? No, he just like hadn't found the right person.
Found the one. Oh, how romantic.
Is this the guy, the same guy they made the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin after, or what?
Inspired by him, apparently. But yeah, so it was like a really intense season. He basically sent all the girls home prematurely because he knew he'd found the one. Obviously, he has this weird obsession.
Yeah, the one that he could track and everything. That's the one.
So what do you guys think about that?
That's really screwed up. Go ahead, Sam.
No, I feel like, hear me out, okay? I don't want to sound crazy or anything, but hear me out. I feel like in general, like, I feel like just because the roles are reversed here a little bit, I don't know if you guys have Snapchat and stuff, but I genuinely check people's location on the Bitmoji kind of thing there because I can see it. And I just want to know sometimes, like, it's not that I have trust issues or anything like that, but like, I know like with the tracking kind of situation, I'm like, oh, okay. But I feel like putting a tracker on someone's car, like, I feel like this is going a little overboard. And I know it sounds insane, but I feel like I'm trying to take myself back a bit and be like, would this be different if the genders were reversed, right? Would this have been
weird? It would still be weird.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right. It would still be weird. You're right. But I don't know. But I mean, what do you think, Joe?
So the big question is, if you're putting a tracking device, was it driving or was it in reverse, and was the car on? That's to find out that, okay? But no, seriously, if this is just proof, why do people go on TV shows to find the right quote unquote lady or man, right? It's all stereotyped to get ratings. So if you have, 6-8 weeks of The Bachelor, Bachelorette, or whatever, you're really going to find something from a lady or a guy in 6 weeks?
Listen, there have been success stories, but I totally get what you're saying. Like, I don't know.
There's 1 in a million. Oh my God, I found the love of my life. Oh my God, and I'm going to take her. I'm going to take her to Swiss Chalet, Sam, okay? Or what's that place that Justin Bieber takes, or somebody takes all his former ex-girlfriends or whatever. I'm going to take her to there. But come on, after 6 weeks, you're really going to find true love, right?
So they actually dated for a year after and then called it quits in April. And then she just filed the restraining order now. So
yeah, but it takes you about 8 months to find out if the guy or lady is really cuckoo. So
I mean that kind of reminds me of that new show that kind of came on Netflix. I don't know if you guys know it, where they're talking to each other. It's like dating behind the wall. What is it called? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, Love is Blind. So I feel like within that, I mean, weren't some people getting married within that time period too? Like, is marriage more about? I mean, because in the the ceremonies and like for better or for worse, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. I'm not trying to defend anyone.
For sickness and health, right? Isn't there something called 90 Day Fiance?
Oh my God. So good.
By my estimation, 90 days is 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So I'm going to find out if I love somebody in 3 months. I got to buy her passport. I got to buy her everything. And then to find out we're not really compatible. But I don't know. But hey, look, it's already 6:30. Can you believe half an hour's gone? This is a special edition of Lavish here on the BarnBurner TV Network, Zingo TV Channel 250. Remember to download both the Zingo TV app and the BarnBurner app in the App Store on iOS and Android. And of course, Zingo TV is also available on Roku sticks, Amazon Fire TV sticks, Google Chromecast, and all smart TVs 2016 and forward. It's a special edition. I may be back tomorrow, but these two ladies will be back for sure, talking about their favorite dates. I want to hear that tomorrow. Your favorite dates, okay? And for that, maybe for the best date and the worst date. I know both you guys had a worst date, like I don't have to tell you. Like everybody over the age of maybe 25, 26 had probably not even one worst date, two at least. Okay. So that, and look, Demetra's laughing. She's probably had 4 or 5 already, right? So like that. But that's the topic for tomorrow. Here, let's continue on today's special edition of Lavis, and maybe we'll go an hour. I don't know what we're gonna do, but here it is. Any other entertainment news, Sam, over the weekend?
Of course. The next, no, but guys, tune in tomorrow because I can't wait to hear these personalized stories and dates. That is going to be a special edition. I can't wait to hear both of yours.
I gotta start racking my brain now and just make sure that
I'm gonna
started nice and I don't mention anything.
Listen, I may be on, and anybody, I'll tell you, the worst guy who gave you guys the worst date, I'm going to give him a shout out. I'm going to give him a shout out to find out. Yes, no, let's see where that guy is. Maybe he's driving a car without knowing it's, never mind. He's under the bus. All right. So go ahead, speak about other topics here in an entertainment world.
Yes, of course. So we were just talking about love and everything like that. So I'm not sure if you guys are updated with the whole Demi Lovato situation that's going on. Oh my goodness. If you guys check out our story on Instagram now, she still has some posts up. I know, Demetra, you have it down there, right? What she says. But with this whole thing, her and her fiance, I believe his name is Max Erich, right? So a lot. There's a lot of fake claims and she's denying stuff. But basically, there was a couple of tweets that has surfaced to the area. We don't know if they're true or not. You know, Demi Lovato has denied them and said that they're false and that he's deleted his stuff from way long ago. But it was just like comments, like tweets from him saying like, I prefer Selena Gomez over Demi Lovato. Who's prettier, starting competition between them two. And if you guys know anything about Selena Gomez and Demi Lovato, they used to be the best of friends. Like, I'm not sure if you guys are updated with that, but do you want to speak on that a little bit, Demetra? Like, I know you have some of the quotes there.
Hold on, before Demetra says anything, okay? Who do you prefer, you guys, Demi Lovato, or come on, which one do you prefer? Look at her face. I feel
like we shouldn't. Okay, go ahead.
I genuinely feel like I really like Demi. I think if you would have asked me 10 years ago, I for sure would have said Selena Gomez. I feel like that was when she was really at her height. But now I feel like I prefer Demi Lovato. Not just like with her music, but like her body positivity, her being so candid about her life. I just really appreciate that. Because I just get a weird shady vibe from Selena. I don't know about you guys, but I just get a weird shady vibe from her.
I would say the opposite. I feel like I used to like hate on Selena only because she was with Justin Bieber and I was like, okay, so you didn't wait for me. How could you betray me like that? It was just a rough patch for me at that time when she was dating him. And I was like, I couldn't even watch her show Wizards of Waverly Place because it was like, I know you're behind my back talking to Justin. How could you do this? But no, I definitely agree with you. I do love Demi Lovato a lot. I feel like she's so like, not that Selena's not real, but she's so authentic, real on camera. She talks about her issues and, she really doesn't really care about the media too. I know a lot of people said that she was like the B word on set and stuff like that, but I feel like she really takes the time to express that. But with Selena Gomez, I feel like she has a big heart too. She's been hurt and stuff, but I know what you mean. I would definitely say I'm team Demi in this, but I don't know. I don't want to cause competition between women because I feel like in general, like that's just, they're both women empowering, so I don't know.
I also feel like you have to put tweets in context. It's not like that he tweeted these a year ago. It was like 6 or 7 years ago. So he was quite a bit younger.
2010.
Mm-hmm. So 10 years ago. So he was like, what was he, like 17?
Maybe, yeah.
Into context, and also I feel like they're really focusing on the Selena Gomez aspect because they were friends and they did have a very public falling out. But he also called out her, Ariana Grande, Gigi Hadid, so like all the real it girls of that era who really did skyrocket, who have skyrocketed now. But some fans were calling him sleazy and saying that he just was tweeting at girls for their attention because he actually was on a soap opera. So people are saying he was just doing it to get attention and garner more fame. And he proposed to Demi Lovato after 5 months. So he's a little shady, but I don't think so. I think that this was taken out of context and people are just a little bored right now. There isn't a lot of drama.
Right.
So Yeah.
Definitely. And she even commented too. She was like, you know, like we shouldn't, like, if I have anything with Selena, that's between me and her. Why you guys have to bring like a guy involved in this? Like, and I know she's defending for him because, you know, that's her man. But at the same time, I feel like it is an interesting conversation that's surfacing. And what does this say about like the public trying to generate their own type of news, their own type of media, you know, in that kind of process there?
First of all, I pick Selena Gomez, so I go away from you guys. But I have received from our producer,
Are they both Spanish?
Demi Lovato and Selena. Yes, but Selena Gomez. I interviewed Selena Gomez. I never interviewed Demi Lovato, so it's heartstrings there. Like I go with the people who I got interviewed with. But here we got a text message from the producer, Eduardo Harari. He wants to know. Speaking about soap operas, you guys still watch soap operas?
Absolutely.
Okay, what's your soap opera of choice?
For me, I'm really interested in like Dynasty. I don't know if you guys know that kind of show.
Come on, Dynasty.
Dynasty is actually.
You weren't alive when Dynasty was in its core. Come on.
There's a reboot.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but look, come on.
And then, you know, we talked about this before with Jane the Virgin and things like that, with a lot of drama going on. But definitely like those type of like shows that kind of just have like the intense thing. But sometimes it's too much because I take it on as my own problem and I'm like, what am I going to do? How am I going to figure this out? And then my mom's like, what are you talking about? This is not your business, you know, like it's not real. But like, you know, I feel like it's close to heart. What about you, Joe? I feel like we haven't heard about your favorite like soap opera.
My favorite soap opera is wrestling. Come on, it's a male soap opera.
Oh yeah,
I gotta watch Raw. I gotta watch. No, but you know what? I'm gonna give it away here. My good friend Eric Cohen used to love Passions and used to love Days of Our Lives, right? But you know, I watched Days of Our Lives. It was okay back 20 years ago. You know, Bo Brady and all that. See, you think I don't know? Okay, but now it's got to be Young and Restless, right? It's got to be Young and Restless again. I'm good friends with Joshua Morrow, aka Nick Newman. All right, Nick Newman, and I met Victor Kiriakis, or not Victor Kiriakis, Victor Newman. Sorry, Victor Kiriakis, Days of Our Lives. Victor Newman, and that guy is. I gotta tell you, he's the coolest guy, but a little bit intimidating. I don't know if you watch Young and Restless or whatever, but he's a little bit because he's not. He has like this English accent, and his tone is really deep, right? Like you see him on screen is like how he is in real life. It's a little bit like intimidating there. But okay, Demetra, what's your favorite soap opera?
Like I said, I'm a telenovela queen. I love Jane the Virgin. It was the best show on TV.
So and right now here, since you talked about soap operas, what's your go-to? Give me 3 shows that must see. Doesn't matter what you're doing, you got to be home or whatever to watch it. Demetra.
Okay, yeah, you go.
All right. Like I said before, Real Housewives of New York, my fave, the best show ever. Okay, this isn't a TV show, but I am a huge fan of The View. I always PVR it. It's always on my. People always make fun of me. I have such a girl crush on Joy Behar. I think she's the best. I think she's hilarious. It's not really a TV show. And then also my Netflix binge, The Crown. I know that's so boring. It's a person show.
Go ahead.
I feel like my genres are so different. I feel like I recently just rewatched with my mom Prison Break. I don't know if you guys know that, where like, but they were in prison for so long. But you know, I recently watched that. That's like one of my go-tos. Queen of the South. I feel like mine are going such a dark path. Like it's like, you know, money, drugs, stuff like that. But it's like such a breakthrough when like everything's working out and they want to get out of it, but maybe it's just hits too close to home. But anyways, Queen of the South, Prison Break. And if I had to choose one more, I don't know, because I don't know if it's Dynasty or The 100 or Scandal or whatever. Like I feel like I like so many different.
Anything Shonda Rhimes, love it. Live.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
Practice.
Quickly, is there any other topics you want to talk about? Because Thursday is another major thing here on the BarnBurner TV Network, Zingo TV Channel 250. I like being first of something, first of everything. But Sam, is there any other things in the lavish lifestyle here that you want to touch on before we tell the world about Thursday?
Absolutely. I mean, we had 2 topics left, but I'm not sure if should we just touch on the Adele one or the Captain America? Like, I don't know.
Captain America, come on, Captain America, let's go. He showed his his Eduardo's all over the place. All right, so like, and he did it. He did it by mistake. Like, first of all, that guy doesn't, Captain America, doesn't he have a social media expert that they teach, that they text or whatever? Come on. The guy makes millions, okay? Millions. And you're going to, what is he, Donald Trump tweeting away at 2, 3 in the morning, picturing his stuff?
Listen, it was an honest mistake. It was a wholesome moment. He was showing his family playing Ellen's game Heads Up, and it just panned back to his camera roll. It's not like he accidentally tweeted it.
Oh my goodness. I feel like this was such...
He's showing Ellen his family, which is cool. You know, like, everybody loves pictures of his family. But then you're really saying he's showing pictures of his family. All right? So which family do you want to see? That's the problem.
Depends on the
vibe.
Oh
my goodness.
Vibe.
No, and definitely, and I feel like a lot of people were like, oh, maybe it's his younger brother Scott or something. There was a lot of different kind of controversies. I mean, like, even the co-star Mark Ruffalo was like, bro, while Trump is in office, there is nothing you can possibly do to embarrass yourself. See the silver lining, like, you know. And it was one of those that was just like, it's all over the media, but this is Captain America we're talking about. I mean, he's already saved the world. Can't we just cut him a break? I mean, like, you know, I don't know.
Too, like, he's almost, I think he just turned 40. Like, isn't this kind of like more of a younger person's thing? Like, I know he's just newly in a relationship with actress. She was in Mamma Mia anyways. But like,
yeah.
That's one of the best songs and movies there, okay? Mamma Mia.
Oh my God. I wanted to go to tour by myself. I would have done it if COVID didn't happen.
Oh my gosh. Wow, for sure. And I feel like that's just such a conversation for, like, you know, like, I'm not going to say just girls with the nudes and leaking and stuff like that, but like, I feel like this is so different too when it's him, like, you know, like, like,
wait a minute,
respected person.
Captain America. What's his real name again? Chris
Evans.
Chris.
Is it Chris Evans? Yeah.
Chris Evans, yeah.
Okay, so Captain America, if you want to come on and give your side of the story, I urge you to come on Lavish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday at 6 p.m. Eastern on Zingo TV. We're a TV network. Channel 250 can be seen on Roku sticks, Amazon Fire TV sticks, Google Chromecast, and all smart TV. You're a smart guy. You have a smart TV, 2006. Come on. I invite nobody else. Ellen's not going to invite you back again. Come on. Nobody will ever invite you back. Here you got Demetra and you got Sam and you got me. You got to tell everybody the story here. And you know what? For if you have other pictures, we can tweet it out for you. Okay, we need to boost up in our Twitter and Facebook and all that, so we can tweet it out for you and all that. That's what you do for Captain America. Now, for Captain North America, it's something else. Okay, you just show him hockey videos, right? So that's it. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Is there one other topic?
He hasn't even commented on that. For sure. Like, we do have, like, 2 more. Like, we'll probably just touch on, like, I don't know how much we have time, but Adele and the Bantu Knots. So this has been going on. This meme has been circulating throughout the media for a couple of weeks now. But I feel like this is an interesting conversation. I feel like there's a lot of us, we're all different here. So I feel like we all bring a different perspective to the table when it comes to cultural and representations and where do we draw the line with certain things. But with this whole thing, have you guys seen the whole post that she made? I think she was going to a carnival in London where she was wearing a Jamaican like bikini top, and then she had Bantu knots, which is like this protective hairstyle that Black women kind of do. But oh my gosh, I love Adele. I don't know if did you guys see it though? Did know?
I saw it. Like, I was pretty shocked by it. Like,
you were shocked?
I was shocked. Like, I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's a fine line between cultural appreciation and cultural appropriations. And I feel like she crossed that line. But also that's coming from me as a white person who like truly.
No, I definitely
because
I definitely think
Demetra are a white person, but what do you think?
Yeah, like,
no, I think all of our perspectives. no, all of our perspectives matter. I honestly love Adele so much. I know that I feel like we have to remember that the US and the UK both have a different history with segregation and like this whole kind of thing. And if I'm not like mistaken, I believe that Adele is from like Totem, which is in like London, you know what I mean? So I feel like this was her way of participating in a culture that she was immersed in, like grown in, you know what I mean? I don't think she meant to come off as offensive. And that's why there's a lot of people defending for her. But at the same time, I know like as a Black person, like all my friends, they're just like, Sam, is this appropriate or whatever? There's always going to be remixes and, you know, different type of fashion. I know you're interested in fashion, Demetra, you know, the different fashion trends with headscarves and different type of things that come into style that kind of, you know, take that. I mean, even with Kim Kardashian and stuff like that, like this kind of ties into that. But I don't feel like I wasn't really offended by it. I felt like she was trying to appreciate it, but it really did affect a lot of people. And you know, I don't speak for the whole Black community, but from what I know, like from what I feel like she was just, you know, she was brought up in a different way to see like, to, you know, this is appreciating it, whatever. But I don't know. I feel like it's one of those. What about you? Like, I mean, when it comes to Kim, I don't know if you've seen when Kim and them used to do the braids and like stuff like that.
Yeah, and that's the thing for me. Like, I'm confused at the outrage that's positioned towards Adele, which is now like, I think this happened on August 31st, and now we're 2 weeks after, and we're still talking about it. And like, there's still a lot of backlash. But like, when it comes to the Kardashians, they, you know, they've appropriated braids by saying they're not even like, you know, giving credit.
Acknowledging.
They're acknowledging them at all. They're calling them boxer braids. Kim has been accused of doing blackface in a lot of her ads by darkening her skin, just in terms of the way that they enhance their bodies. Anyway, so I'm just confused. Like, where's the line where we say, okay, we're gonna persecute Adele for putting in Bantu
knots.
Bantu knots. Thank you. Bantu knots.
Yeah, no worries. Okay.
Bantu knots, but for all the Kardashians doing what they call boxer braids, which are also restorative hairstyles that Black women use, and also doing blackface, we're not really going to talk about that because that's their brand.
Right. Yeah, I know. It's such a fine line, and I feel like it's constantly getting pushed. You know, we see this on social media. What's the girl's name? Even that young girl, Catch Me Outside. How about that? What's her name? Bad Baby or what's her name? Yeah, something. Yeah, right. So even with that and like doing like, you know, the braids and stuff like that, or, you know, changing bodies and doing all those type of things, I feel like there's so many people who are defining what is not. But like, I feel like in general, we should work together with the communities to kind of like justify, like not justify, but I feel like in general, like I even don't know sometimes. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think it's appropriating, but then I don't speak for it. So I feel like it's an interesting conversation and everyone's just hating on her, but I feel like she had good intentions, but I can't just justify, I'm not her lawyer. I can't justify that for her, but definitely when it comes to fashion and the new trends and stuff, I feel like it's hard to kind of draw that line there. But for sure with,
Go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was like, for sure with that, like,
I definitely think like, especially in the last 5 months we've had an opportunity to really be still during this pandemic and like listen to the Black community and like really have their voices heard, because we literally can't, we have nowhere else to go. Like we have to listen right now.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time coming.
Mm-hmm.
And what was it? But I think it's like important that as white people that we educate ourselves and also ensure that we are giving credit where credit is due. And I think it isn't until now that people are, especially in like the fashion industry, where big brands constantly appropriate Black culture and they're
left, right, and center everywhere. Like, yeah.
And I really think that is one place where we really need to grow as a society and as a community. And the Black community now really has the opportunity to have their voices heard, and it's a long time coming. So, conversation.
All right. So,
yeah.
well, I just we got quickly 5 minutes. We said we promised that there's going to be something special to talk about Thursday. So remember, tune in tomorrow. I may not be on here, but these fabulous ladies will tell you the worst and best date that they ever had. I know even if I'm not on here, I'm going to PVR it and all that. So we got to check it out. But Thursday at this time slot, 6 p.m. And Demetra, you're the queen of this. So nobody, I think maybe you know, but nobody does ever on TV and for that matter radio a volleyball show. You're the queen of volleyball. Okay, the queen, a champion volleyball player. Yeah, champion. We do a Nobody is doing a gymnastics show. We do it. Nobody's doing a volleyball show beginning this Thursday, 6 p.m. Dimitra is launching the Spike. The
Yes.
Spike. Go ahead, talk about what they can see and hear every Thursday, 6 p.m. And, you know, I'm sitting back here and I'm pretending like the Spike and all that. I remember my good, never mind. Go ahead, Dimitra.
Yeah, so we're every Thursday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till it's a half-hour show. We're going to be talking all things volleyball, both indoor and on the court. I'm super excited. I'm going to tease a little bit my first guest, Sophie Bukovic, who is an indoor and beach champion. She's the youngest person to ever be on the Canadian national beach team. She's also a coach. She's a competitor, and she's now started her own business, volleyball-centered business. So I'm really excited to have her on. We're going to have guests every single week talking about the game. We're going to have coaches, players, other podcast hosts, just talking about the game and really how we can bring more notoriety to the sport, because I really feel like it is such an amazing sport that we don't get to see every day. So I'm really excited about it.
Dimitra is playing it down here, but there's nobody else better. If we're launching a volleyball show, The Spike, here on the BarnBurner TV Network, Thursdays at 6 p.m. We're launching a show, one of the best, if not the best. She's a champion. People who win championships should announce that they're a champion. I don't know.
Yes.
You know, no, like, look.
She's being humble. She's being humble.
No. There's no humbleness, okay? Even Drake, he likes chip and dip. Well, we like chip and dip too, right? Come on, dip, and we like Spike. Dip, Spike, and chip, and every Thursday at 6. Hey, this is a great promo that I'm cutting. Every Thursday at 6 p.m., you got Dimitra Margos, who is on the BarnBurner TV Network with the first and only volleyball show. All right, so you mentioned you got a special guest and all that, but people who, you know, see volleyball maybe once in 4 years, you know what I'm saying, okay?
Yeah.
Take us through. There is tournaments going on throughout the year, right?
Yeah. So there's the FIVB World Championships here in Canada. A side note, the U Sport League is an amazing, very competitive league that we could all be tuning into. So we've got our Canadian league here. We have a college league. And also a few years ago, there was a pro league launched in Canada. It's called One Volleyball. It's out of Toronto. They have tournaments out of Ryerson and out of other sporting event centers all around the city. Really amazing thing that you can bring your kids to, super inexpensive. And also, you know, we have our Norseca Cup. But yeah, there's a lot of tournaments that are going on. I mean, not so much right now with COVID, but in a regular season, yeah. So there's a lot to talk about.
And Dimitra, no, for sure. And Dimitra, if anybody had any questions or anything about the show, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, so you can get a hold of me on Twitter or Instagram. Both handles are the same. It's at DeeMaragos, so DeeMaragos. I really want to hear what you guys have to think. If you have any questions, I'd love to do a question and answer period at the end of every single show. DM me, call me, whatever you want to do, I will be there.
All right.
Yes, for sure.
Sam, for Samantha, for people who are interested in your worst date or best date, tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. here on Lavish. But Samantha, tell everybody how they could get a hold of you.
Oh, for sure, Joe. Samantha_media on Instagram, and it's a AA_media on Twitter. So it's kind of confusing, but you guys can find me on Instagram and follow me there. And Joe, thank you so much. What about for you? How do we get a hold of you?
No. Everybody knows that you're here on the BarnBurner TV Network, Zingo TV Channel 250. And remember to download the app, the BarnBurner and Zingo TV app in the respective app store on iOS and Android. Should I do this with my eyes closed? That's my question.
Yes, it's
no?
more cooler.
All right. Remember to download both the apps on the respective app store on iOS and Android. And for Zingo TV, they're also available on Roku sticks, Amazon Fire TV sticks, Google Chromecast, and all smart TVs 2016 forward. Remember, I may or may not be here tomorrow, but the fabulous ladies will be here tomorrow discussing the hottest, lavish topics and their best and worst dates. I know for a guy, every guy's gonna tune it in. And Dimitra already said she's looking for somebody when she comes back to Toronto to take her to CN Tower. So guys, I don't usually say this, but don't be cheap. All right, don't be cheap. To take to CN Tower, to take out she's a champion volleyball player, deserves the best. A championship volleyball player deserves the best, and she's launching the new show here Thursday at 6 p.m. The Spike. Thanks a lot, ladies.
Bye. Thank you guys for an hour